Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this fun glittery jellyfish nail set. So I'm starting off with a bunch of purple and blue gel polishes. Most of them are going to be this fun sparkly glittery designs. I'm just using that one matte cream color, and the rest of them are going to be glitters. So we are just showing off a bunch of these here. And then I'm going to start off the set by doing this first nail with this color here, this dark color from NailOrder. And initially I was going to use this as a background for the for what's coming next. I did the rest of the nails with the Apres cream color, and I was initially going to do with this chunky glitter from Elegance across the whole nail, and I was using kind of like the darker purple in the background just to fill in any gaps in case there's any like gaps between the glitters because it was so chunky. And then I just kind of created this like kind of like swirled swoopy shade, not on purpose. I don't even know why I applied the gel like this, but I ended up really loving it and I thought it was so cool, so I just left it. So the design didn't actually go the way I planned, but I actually love it more this way. So it was a lot of fun to just have something work out differently than what I expected. And then over here for this that like potted gel, you could see it was really sheer. So I ended up doing 3 layers of that just because I wanted the blue shimmer to really show up. So I did 3 layers of that, and now I am going to do this fun purple pastel-y cat eye over here, and going to try to get some sort of cat eye effect. I still struggle with the cat eye. It's not something I'm great at. If you have any tips and tricks, let me know in the comments, because I would really love to get great at this. I know it's a lot of fun and it always looks so cool. I'm just not really sure the best way to do it, but I kind of just played around with it until it kind of looked like something interesting, I guess, until it kind of looked a little sparkly, glittery. It had some sort of effect going on, and then I decided that looks good, so I'll just leave it there. And then for the next 2 nails, I'm going to apply this blue glitter here from Koko Claire. I wanted to add a bit of blue to like the backgrounds of the nails so that everything tied in together. So just adding some more blue glitter to these 2 nails here just tied the whole set together and made sure that there was enough of each color going on so that nothing kind of seemed out of place. And I am using all of these glittery gels because all of my loose glitters and all of my details, like my charms and my beads and everything, is all packed up because I'm going to be moving soon. So I decided the best way to get like a fun sparkly effect without having to do too much work was with glitter sparkly gels. So that's what I'm doing over here, and the rest of this set is really simple. I'm just using gel polishes, and then we're going to be using a stamping plate and some stamping polishes to do the rest of the design. So this is a stamping plate that we're using from Clear Jelly Stamper, and these are the polishes that I end up using. So I matte top coated all of the nails that I'm going to be doing stamping on. I just find that stamping on a matte top coat is easier, and I just kind of started placing down the different images. So there's nothing too complicated about this. The designs were pretty straightforward in this one, and the best part about this design, which is my favorite part of designs when it comes to nature and stuff like that, is it didn't really have to be too perfect. Obviously you wanted it to, you know, look like a jellyfish, so you wanted to have everything kind of placed in the right spots, but there isn't really a wrong way to do it as long as everything is like placed in a relatively correct order and position, because, you know, nature is imperfect, and it's a lot of fun to do sets like this that involve like animal print or florals or greenery and stuff like that, where like there's no way to do it wrong. Just by layering all of these different like tentacle bits and just making it this fun purpley blue color just makes it look great, and there's really no complication to it at all. So I added some bubbles in this really fun like sheer shimmery white color over here, and then I did the outline with light blue. And this was a really simple set. There was nothing too complicated about it. It was just stamping down one image over the other. The images themselves were not too complicated because everything just layered very nicely one on top of the other. It wasn't too complicated to figure out placements or anything like that, so this plate was super easy. I was having a bit of trouble over there getting a smooth scrape for the bubbles, but other than that, I really did not struggle with this set. It was super easy and a lot of fun, and I just needed something simple and easy to do because, like I said earlier, all of my stuff is packed up, or a lot of my stuff is packed up actually, because I'm going to be moving soon. So I'm just trying to keep these sets that I'm doing now very stress-free and very easy and not complicated, and the best way to do that is with some fun stamping and a bunch of bright colors, some glitter gels, stuff like that. So hopefully you don't mind seeing some kind of easier, less complicated sets for a little bit. It's also my busy season during my work like for work, I do have a full-time corporate job, and it's kind of our busy season now. So if I have time to do nail stuff during the afternoon or in the evenings, I also kind of just want something simple because I'm sitting at my desk all day, and sometimes it's just not that easy to be creative after you've had a long day at work. So as you can see here, there is really nothing too complicated about this set. Everything is just layered one top of the other. The only complication was trying to figure out which colors to use, which is not a problem at all, but I wanted to make sure that a lot of different colors and different tones and different depths of purple and blue got incorporated into this set so that it was super multi-dimensional and just a lot of fun. Unfortunately, this blue stamping polish was not as pigmented as I expected it to be. You can see it's kind of sheer. It did add detail and enough of an effect to the set that I just left in. I didn't feel like it needed to be done over again, but I kind of expected that stamping polish to be a bit darker. But anyway, it still added its detailing, and on that nail, I did end up actually adding some bubbles as well. I kind of forgot to turn on my recording camera, like to hit record on my camera, but I added some bubbles over there as well. Again, nothing too complicated, just place down the bubble and the outline. And then over here for this set, I did some coral reef areas, and I initially kind of layered it up a lot because I wanted it to look really full, but I didn't like how that ended up looking. It kind of took away from the design a little bit. So I just took it off super easy and went in with this design as well. And over here, this was, I mean, not that this was complicated because the design itself is not complicated. I just kind of overcomplicated it for myself, trying to figure out the best placement design for this coral reef, because I kind of wanted it to look like it was at the end of the nail, so it kind of looked like it was sitting at the base, but I also kind of wanted it to be a little bit higher up. But this is what I ended up coming up with in the end. I just kind of found a better placement, and it wasn't complicated. It was just me trying to figure out where I wanted the coral to be placed, because I kind of wanted it to be like a barrier between the glitter and the matte. And that's what I'm doing over here as well. There is a second corally rocky design over here, and again, I'm just placing down the different colors and creating kind of like a barrier between the sparkly top and the matte cream color at the bottom. And I decided to go one more layer with white on top, even though the design didn't necessarily call for 3 layers, but I felt like this nail was looking a little bit dark, so I wanted to add a bit of brightness just so that everything felt a little bit brighter and lighter. And I love how this set came out. It kind of looks like the coral reef is sitting on top of like the purpley design over here, so it ended up all coming together. And of course, once you top coat and all of the shimmer and all the glitter comes back, then the whole design looks beautiful. And it was kind of like a trust the process, because as I was doing it, I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't like how it's coming out. It looks a little bit questionable, but once I added the top coat and all of the glitters came to life, it was a beautiful set. So let me know your thoughts.